At this point, we have now switched to the stage of guerrilla warfare. The only way we are going to win this war against the white man is by sacrificing many lives and targeting key members of the white power structure. The type of members that the white power structure is being held up by. Rockefeller, the DuPonts, the Rothschilds. All the institutions of biological warfare, we are going to target them. As you see how Boko Haram has targeted government buildings, bridges, etc. It's almost the same idea. The difference is we are not going to target structures, but rather the policymakers and key structures. Not just a bridge that supplies our enemies, not just a government building that represents and symbolizes our enemies, but we will target the very individuals who are targeting us. I have given them plenty of fair chance, fair quarter. I gave them a chance to surrender. I gave them a chance to stop. They did not. They did not cease and desist. You see, the cost analysis. How much is it going to cost to stop me? Well, a whole lot of money. And it's not going to work. In the end, many of you will be dead. Many of you watching this maybe, who are given the task of counterterrorism or a task force, a gang task force. Even the ATF agents, many of you will not survive this. I will end up in jail, probably wounded on the way. So what? I have been unjustly incarcerated my entire life. Every single Crip is waiting there with open arms to accept me as their leader. Why? Because I will have gone from being a leader of a small, relatively unknown street gang to have been the spiritual leader, to have been the entire military dictator of the entire Crip gang. For I have stood against white people my whole life and have been betrayed by blacks and women. They want to bring in the North American Union by legalizing the illegal immigrants and downplay the harm it'll cause because they have an agenda to push. Well, you're not the only one with the agenda, Mr. White Man. The difference is God is on my side, the meek are on my side, and I am superior. I'm a superior tactician to you. In the next few weeks, you will see a lot of casualties, and you won't be able to stop them. They might not be in the form of fatalities. They might just be in the form of some fatalities, some casualties, and a whole lot of wounded. That I do not know exactly. I'm not going to pretend to know. But what I do know is that you do not have the resources to stop me. You have to deal with Iran. You have to deal with domestic terror. You have to deal with the legality of the situation. By the time you're done figuring out a plan, my plan will have been executed, as well as many scumbags. You cannot stop me because you are fools who can't even understand me. You said my problem was a mental disorder. You said my problem was that I have psychopathic features. And then you said my problem is a religious occupation. And then you said my problem has nothing to do with mental disorders. At Stanford you said it was behavioral. And then you turned around and said, no, it's manic depression. Then you turned around again and said it is bipolar disorder. And then you turned around again and said that it is grand mal seizures. Then you turned around again and said partial complex seizures in the temporal lobe. All of these diagnoses were incorrect. You have committed eugenics on me, and your lies have cost me my son. This will cost you many lives. God has shown me that the only way I will be forgiven is attacking the white power structure and the key members of the think tank who pose my group and my people the greatest threat. I now call all my troops to war and declare open war on the white man. Every time he searches us, 2 of them must die. Every time They treat us unjustly, without justice. Not injustice, but without it. Every time they practice injustice and treat us unjustly and avoid the mansion of God, we have a lot of work to do, a lot of retaliating to do. Timing is key. As the situation escalates with Israel, so shall our war on the streets. They will run parallel. They've already taken away our rights. They've even taken away my gun rights. Forced me to go underground. They have all been green-lighted. Everybody I've described. And this is what we must do. The first assaults will take place while I'm still free. The following ones will take place during my incarceration. I gladly accept my cross, just like the other disciples of Jesus who accepted their prison stay, accepted being crucified upside down, fed to the lions. Lord, I am here to repent. I'm here to repent by taking on the devil head on with my troops and giving the black people a chance I never had. A chance at education which is true, not the biased white man's version and all their so-called scholars who sold out. Like that kid who was 8 years old. Oh, he graduated college, and you know what I'm saying? He went to college at 8 years old, graduated at 14 or something, right? So at 7 years old, I was doing Algebra 2, which is college level math. Okay, so who you cite as a child prodigy, as one of the smartest people in the world, didn't even accomplish as much as I did as a child. No one has. And this jihad, this holy war I have declared on you, will prove it. All the people they call my terrorist connections are nothing more than revolutionaries who they have given them a stigma, just like me. They labeled them terrorists. They labeled them insane, fanatics, out of touch from reality, when they are the ones who are out of touch and they have convinced the masses to be out of touch as well. I would rather kill everybody who does not follow the Christian will of God than allow them to pervert the mind of the righteous. So now we must begin the incremental assault. I declare the 11th Crusade. Deus vult. God wills it. And I'm going to use all of the people at my disposal. The European factions of the Vengeance Group, the African Americans, the insurgents abroad. I'm going to use them all. It's going to be quite interesting. Also, I'd like to point out that my agenda was handed to me at Ascent. I was taught at the CEDU schools how to deal with authority, how to deal with my anger. And I was also taught the ins and outs of covert operations, such as reform schools and their hidden agendas, and how Navy SEALs and Special Forces are the ones guarding the operation. We all know the Special Forces are only used in extremely sensitive operations, such as taking out Osama bin Laden, or brainwashing the children of the elite, who are at risk of siding with the revolutionary militant minorities. I declare war, and I am ready to accept all the civilian casualties. God has shown me and given me permission, the same permission as He gave Moses. The only way for us to get into heaven is to kill those who are in our way. It has become quite apparent to me that they are blocking our path, and they must be removed violently, surgically, efficiently, and in a manner that becomes a great tactician and hero. Thank you.